Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday the 18th of March 2024. In today's Millwall news, we start off with this. More post-match comments. This is from the southernnews.co.uk. That's all it is, a small setback. Neil Harris on keeping the positivity around Millwall during the international break despite Leeds' defeat. Neil Harris is keen to not let one defeat in the break from club football kill Millwall's momentum. Neil Harris is determined to not let the good feeling around Millwall slip after the defeat to Leeds United. The 46-year-old turned the Lions' fortunes around after taking 10 points from his first 4 games and lifting them up and away from the relegation zone. The Lions struggled against a superior Leeds side in yesterday's 2-0 defeat at Ellen Road, but Harris does not want that feeling to linger during a 2-week break without club football. Speaking after yesterday's game, he said, "Oh, that's all it is, a small setback. I just said to the 5 lads going away, enjoy yourself, be safe, train well, and be proud to represent your country. For the group that remains here, I've really enjoyed working with you, and I look forward to trying to make us better during the international break with everyone fit. And when we go into the Easter period, which is a great opportunity for us to look forward to, with 2 really good fixtures for us, one at the Den against West Brom and away at Rotherham. The 10 points from 5 games is a fantastic return. In the wildest dreams of everybody, when I walked into the building, 10 points would have been a great return, especially with the run of fixtures. Negatives today is a result, of course, and a disappointment with the goals, but ultimately, 3 and a bit weeks, the lads have been outstanding." There you go. I don't think the fans really, no one's really that upset that we lost. We put in a good shift. We did get a bit lucky, but we were playing one of the better teams in the league, so. And it was like I said, it was a massive improvement on the game at the Den when they absolutely tore us apart. Now, we have comments from the Leeds manager. LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. So Leeds United boss admits Millwall made Sunday's Championship clash a tricky assignment. Leeds United boss Daniel Farke has talked about the challenges posed by Millwall in Sunday's Championship match. The Lions lost 2-0 at Ellen Road with Willie Notto and Dan James on target for the hosts, who took advantage of Leicester City being in the FA Cup action to move top of the table. Neil Harris tasted defeat for the first time since returning to Millwall as head coach last month. Farke told Leeds United TV, "It's not easy to create chances against Millwall when they play that compact and as a unit. The other teams that Millwall played recently were not able to create chances or speak about goals. We scored 2 fantastic goals and we didn't give much away. Not too many set pieces or corner kicks. That was also crucial. It's crucial not to allow many crosses or set pieces against Millwall. Our defending at the moment is really top. If you play a Millwall side that is going to be a bit back to basics in the roots, they have so many experienced players, they have fought championship battles and have them on their CV. They then face a young side, a talented side, and a quality side, and they know exactly what they have to do to break rhythm, to lose focus and provoke yellow cards. And after 60 minutes, all of their players who had yellow cards were subbed, and the new guys can afford to have some yellow cards. It's how they play, and I don't blame them. They've been able to win many points in recent weeks, and we adapted to the challenge. The second goal was a big relief. If it was just 1 goal, then a set piece can go in, and you get a bit nervous." Yes. You could see when they scored that second goal, of course. The Sky camera zoomed in on Daniel Farke, and he was celebrating like he'd won the FA Cup, because he knew we don't score that many goals, so we're not going to score 3, so he basically guaranteed that they were going to win the game. And of course, that second goal, if it stayed as a 2-goal margin, would take them top of the league. Even though I think he mentioned in another interview, it doesn't really matter. If you're top of the league now, you need to be top of the league at the end of the season, which is true. Now, moving on to an interesting situation that has arisen and is a callback to December. So we have this. This is from Facebook.com. It's the Facebook page of Fosse Supporters Travel from the 5th of December 2023. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you may know who these people are, because at the time I mentioned this in the video. because this was going around. So, let me just catch you up. We were drawn against Leicester City at home in the FA Cup third round, which is annoying because if you're in the FA Cup draw, you either want a team in the Premier League, especially one of the big teams, or you want a small team that you can beat, or a small team that is a ground that we haven't played before, so you can go and tick that off of your list. That's what you want in an FA Cup draw. When you get drawn against a team in your own league, it's a massive deflation. It's a big letdown. No one really cares, to be honest with you. So, this travel company, which some people at the time confused it with Leicester's official travel company, it's not. It's an independent travel company that run coaches to away games. I think because in this day and age with FFP, I'm not too sure, that Leicester City, I think they add a bit of profit onto to their away travel, because there was a time in the past that away coaches will put on for as little as possible. Sometimes they were even massively subsidised because you wanted to get your fans away to an away fixture to help support the team so the team could win. You'd go up the league and get promoted, etc, etc, etc. I think in this day and age it's probably more important that you make a few quid on the away travel. And I think what's happened is companies like this have come along and they've undercut the official travel, and they do it because I was looking at the ticket. Well, we'll get onto that later, but their tickets are a little bit cheaper than the ones that Leicester are doing. So I think that is their aim. So that obviously their profit margins are not that much. So this was a statement that came out at the same time in December, 5th of December. Millwall FA Cup fixture. Regarding the upcoming FA Cup game at Millwall in January, after careful consideration of various factors including the nature of the game and potential risks involved, we have made the difficult decision to not run coaches for this particular fixture. Now remember as well, this game was moved to Saturday 12:30 kickoff because it was selected for international TV broadcast. That's so again. Our primary concern is the safety and security of our passengers, and we feel that the environment surrounding Millwall fixtures presents a level of risk that we are unable to ensure for our coaches and travellers. Historically, there have been a consistent antisocial attention directed towards away coaches during visits to Millwall, with the last visit to Millwall in 2021 resulting in coaches being damaged. Ensuring a safe and enjoyable journey for our visitors, for our customers, is paramount. While we understand this might be disappointing news, please know that we prioritise your safety and comfort above all else. We sincerely hope your understanding regarding this decision and look forward to continuing to assist you in future travel arrangements for other fixtures. We greatly value your ongoing support and hope to continue serving your travel needs in the future. Well. So there's a comment here. If we click on there, I don't know if you can see it under the watermark. So someone asks, will Fox Travel be going? Because it seems there's another coach company that also does away coaches for Leicester. It's very weird, like they've got all these different competing coach companies. But I guess that's what happens when you're a big club like Leicester. So they respond to that. They probably will, but unsure, as it was one of their coaches that had its window smashed in 2021. So you read that statement, and it makes it sound like it was their coach that got smashed. It wasn't. It wasn't your coach that got smashed, but the way they word this, the weasel words, it makes it sound like it was their coach that got smashed. Now, obviously, this is, at the time, I stored this in my little brain bank, and I said, okay, hang on a minute. Leicester have to come to Millwall in April. Will they, if it's so dangerous, if it's so unsafe, will they put on coaches for the league game in April? Well, would you believe it? What is this? What is this? This, dear viewers, is their page from supporterstravel.co.uk, Fosse Supporters website. They're selling coach tickets to Millwall on Tuesday the 9th of April 2024 for a night game at the Den. Hang on a minute, I thought it was so unsafe. I thought you couldn't do it. And you made it sound like it was your coach that got smashed up when it was someone else's coach that got smashed up. What is going on here? Well, we know what's going on. These people are scumbag liars, and they used weasel words because they didn't want to put on a coach to go to a game that was moved for the early morning kickoff, that was going to be on television, and that was against a team in their own league. They couldn't be bothered. So instead of saying, hey guys, you know what, it's a cup game, we can't really be bothered because it's early kickoff, so, or to put it on, but to put it on with a price that's quite high to put people off from going, they just made up this bullshit about Millwall's, it's unsafe to go to Millwall. And this is just, you know what I mean, I wanted to bring it up because this is fucking scumbag shit. Absolute scumbag shit. Lying and manipulating, like pretending that it was your coach that got smashed up when it was a coach from Fox Travel. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Fucking absolute scumbags. That's Fosse Supporters Travel there. Absolute scumbags. Now let's move on to this. It's the Loanwatch from the millwallfc.co.uk, the club's official website. Carl Smith makes a second Wealdstone debut. Carl Smith played 62 minutes on Saturday as he made his second Wealdstone debut during the 2-1 win at AFC Fylde. The Stones picked up 3 important points in the battle against being dragged towards the relegation spots in the Vanarama National League, with goals from Dylan De Silva and Manny Duco earning 3 points. Elsewhere, Alex Mitchell and Lincoln City continued their outstanding form with a final 5-0 thumping of Bristol Rovers Sincil Bank. The defender played the full game as Joe Taylor's hat-trick, plus goals from Paulie O'Connor and Rico Ackett-Fairchild, the latter coming after the Imps reduced to 10 men, saw Lincoln lift themselves to 7th place, just 2 points outside the top 6. Kamal Grant was an unused substitute in Bromley's goalless draw at home to Kitters and Harriers. The Ravens' playoff rivals are gaining points on the Kent's outfit, whilst Nino Adam Malachi was absent from Sutton United's crucial 1-0 win at Forest Green Rovers in Sky Bet League 2. If you're at loose end this weekend due to the international break, check out Smith or Grant on non-league day and watch the two do battle against each other this weekend. This Wednesday. No, this Wednesday. Rearranged game, Wealdstone versus Bromley. Wednesday, the 20th of March, kick-off 7:45 p.m. I'm sure Bromley probably got a game on Saturday as well. Wealdstone as well. But Nino Adam Malachi, Sutton United versus Accrington Stanley. If you're a Millwall season ticket holder, you can get a Sutton United ticket for £10. So non-league prices. It's a non-league price at a League 2 ground. Go and see Steve Morrison, see how he's getting on as a manager. And now moving on to stats, post-match stats. Hopefully my battery doesn't cut out. If it does, I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm not gonna finish it because it's just stats. It doesn't really matter. It was a 2-0 defeat, and so this is from whoscored.com. Millwall stole the ball often from the opposition. We were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from long shot situations. We were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from set pieces. We were poor at finishing. We were aggressive. Gave away a lot of free kicks around the box. We attacked down the right hand side. We had a high shot frequency when in possession, and we favoured long balls and we favoured through balls. So there you go. Not much in it, but it'd be interesting to see how many of these were on target. 17 to 12 attempts, 8 to 5 open play, 8 to 7 set pieces. So they had as many set pieces as we did. 1 to 0 counter attack. So that was 11% conversion rate from Leeds from those 17 attempts on goal. Leeds were mostly going down the left, and we were mostly going down the right. Shot directions, shot zones, action zones, and player positions. Brian playing quite high up there, but you can see we're kind of matching each other. If you match, so the Mill average player position is in line with the average Leeds forward position in terms of Cooper there and Ryan Leonard having to play deeper to counter the 10 and the 9. But Leeds is pretty much mapping onto each other. Moving on to this. So obviously a tale of the yellow cards, loads of yellow cards in that game. The ref, like I said, he refed it like it was a Premier League game, like it was a non-contact sport, which we've had a lot of games down at the Den I've seen. Like at the start of the season, the refs were told, like, stop making football a non-contact sport. Like, just because someone touches someone, they drop on the floor, don't give a free kick. And I don't think this ref got that memo. It was like he touched someone and he was giving free kicks left, right, and centre, both ways. To be fair, but like I said, it's quite different to what we've been seeing, where people have been grabbing players left, right, and centre, contact, and they don't blow up for it anymore until this game. But that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I don't know, if you're trying to get into that Premier League group of referees, will you try and look like a Premier League referee? Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Obviously, with the substitutions, we went for it first. With 30 minutes to go, we made the 4 attacking substitutions, which was a good move at the time. We played a lot better after that. And then they made a couple of substitutions, and the guy that come on scored the goal. So the guy that come on for the guy that scored the goal then scored a goal of his own, which is how it goes. And that guy, Daniel James, £25 million he cost to transfer from Man United to Leeds United. That's a heck of a fee, and didn't even start. He's on the bench. How's that? Oh, to have a substitute like that, Millwall fans. Am I right? So if you look at the club badge at the top left and top right, you see the average player rating for Leeds and for Millwall. It's 6.88 for Leeds and 6.31 for Millwall. So that's a bit of a difference, 0.5. That is quite a difference at this level of football. Not the largest I've seen. So if we scroll down and see the average player rating, you've got Somerville giving the highest rating. Probably they gave Rutter man of the match on Sky. He only got 7. He got 2 assists. For Millwall, you got George Saville 7.6, and everyone. It's a long way until even like second highest rated player for Millwall, which is bizarrely Brian and Norton Cuffy. I thought 2 of the worst players, worst performances for Millwall yesterday. Or Leonard as well, to be fair, and he got 6.1. Cooper 6.1 as well. He was all over the place when he could have been sent off. Total shots 17-2. Possession wise, 62-40 or to 38. Yeah, but you can see that 10.9% of the match time at Ampadu's feet. For Millwall, it's pretty evenly shared, to be honest, between Saville, Tanganga, and Cooper, and Brian and Sarkic as well. So pass success percentage 84-71. Dribbles 4-7. Aerials 1 20-12. Tackles 12-23. So everyone in Millwall won a tackle except for Sarkic and Obafemi. Not Broughton Nuffy with 4, Norton Cuffy with 4, Saville with 5, Tanganga with 3. Corners 13-2, yeah. We only had 2 corners. They had absolutely loads of bloody corners. And interesting that obviously not really a set piece team. They didn't really capitalise on that. Dispossessed 7-6. So moving on now to the player stats. So what did we see? We saw, was it 17 shots for Leeds, was it? How many of those were on target? Only 5. So only 5 shots on target. So to score 2 goals from 5 shots on target, that means the goalkeepers had to make 3 saves. So yeah, good for us. So like blocking them out, preventing them from getting the shots on target. In terms of us, we had 12. How many of our shots were on target? And bizarrely, again, obviously we're trying to score from set pieces. Jake Cooper had the most shots shots for us in that game. Obviously, shots means attempts on goal, so headers included in that. Shots on target, 3. So from 12, it was 3. So yeah, and they were like powder puff, weren't they? They were like straight at the goalkeeper. Not very good, but what can you do? What can you do? Didn't get a lot of space. There's not many people up front. Not trying to overload because we get caught on the break because they got fast players up front. So that's understandable. Player ratings, you can see here that Jules Saville Head and Shoulders 7.56. Next best 6.51 for Joe Bryan, and then Brooklyn Cuffy 6.5. As we go down, if we go down, who have we got? We've got Longman 5.92, Honeyman 5.93. So George Honeyman not doing too well there, because he was on the pitch for 61 minutes and he got overtaken by Watmore and Denor, who were on the pitch for 30 minutes, which is less time than him, but they did enough to get a higher rating than him, and McNamara as well. So 3 of the subs got a better score than him. If we go for touches of the ball, George Saville, Tanganga, then it drops off. So let's have a look. Okay, let's just move on to defense. Tackles, George Saville, Norton Cuffy, Tanganga. Interceptions, George Saville, Billy Mitchell. Clearances, Ryan Leonard, Zion Fleming. Block shots, Tanganga. So 3, 5, 6. We only blocked 6 of their shots, so the rest were high and wide. Tanganga, Joe Bryan, Jay Cooper. Passing wise, most passes for Millwall 38. Passing accuracy, Denor when he came on 88.5. A lot of people were impressed by Denor when he came on. I think there was a comparison. His stats. There was a comparison graph with like a list of stats, not like this, but more in depth. And he had better stats for the 30 minutes he was on the pitch than Billy Mitchell. Of course, a lot of people saying, get Billy Mitchell on, put Gasper Lenore on, swap him out for Billy Mitchell. You're only playing Billy Mitchell because the Millwallness or whatever. But Billy Mitchell does run around a lot. He's basically like the Jimmy Abdu of the team. That's probably kind of unfair to Billy Mitchell and to Jimmy Abdu, but he's the one who does the running in the midfield. To be fair, Saville does do a bit, but his legs, he's like an old man now, isn't he? How old is he? 30 years old. So, but a lot of people put Denor in. Can Denor do what Billy Mitchell does? Probably not. But then you lose that, and in that case, I think if you lose that, to be honest, I wasn't impressed with Joe Bryan yesterday. I think if you're going to put Denor in, you probably need Danny Mack at left back, not Joe Bryan, because you're putting too many you need a more defensive player just in case you get exposed with Denor not doing a running around in the middle of the park. Obviously, he can thread a ball through. He can do some passing and stuff. He put a beautiful ball through for I think it was over Femi. Just didn't work out. But I mean, yeah, if you're gonna play him, which he might get a chance because we got a game on Friday and Monday coming up. And interestingly about that, I'll tell you more about that at the time. Friday is considered a weekend game, so that will not be on Millwall TV. The Monday game, the Rotherham game, that's considered a midweek game, so that will be. You can buy a match pass for that if you're in the UK, and you can watch it legally, properly, without a VPN, and by buying a match pass from Millwall TV. But more on that at a time. So crosses and accurate crosses. Crosses, crossing to who? Who's in there? I think this includes the two corners. That's George Saville, 2 and 2. Then Joe Bryan, which I think was a free kick. Longman and Leonard. Long balls and accurate long balls. 24 and 6 for the goalkeeper. 12 and 6 for Joe Cooper. 8 and 3 for Saville. Again, Casper de North, 3 and 2. He can pass the ball. He can do that. Just thinking, like, maybe, how about we play him instead of Fleming? Can you swap him out for Fleming and keep Billy in the team? Can he play? Well, in that case, I think he's gonna have to play with his back to goal. Will that work? I don't know. Is he quick enough to turn on the ball? Can he pick passes out? Can he pick forward passes out with his back to goal? If you know what I mean. So if he's facing the wrong way, can he pick the ball up and then spray it out to the wings? Or quickly do a half turn and pass it through? I don't know, maybe interesting to see. Maybe if he can do that, that might be a way for him to come into the team. But then you lose Zion Fleming, unless you play Fleming up front and get rid of Obafemi, but Obafemi on the bench, and he can be the pace off the bench. Because you've only got one proper centre forward. Can Zion Fleming play as a centre forward? He's played there in the past for Fortuna Sittard. So then you do that, and if you do that, you got the two Flemish lads up front working with each other. Zion Fleming, Casper de North. That might be a way to get a tune out of the team. Might be a way to get more goals, more goal mouth action. Because we know last season Zion Fleming scored a lot of goals because he had the second most shots in the league after Joel Perreault. So it was a case of if you shoot, you will score. And he was shooting a lot and he was scoring a lot. So I don't know if that's a way to work out. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, there you go. That's like stats is stats, isn't it? And that's it. We are into the international break. The videos will probably be a lot shorter. They might be. I might skip a day or two and do double them up, bank them up. We'll see. There's no under 21 games until they've got the week off as well. So the only thing is the international games regarding Millwall players. Sarkic, Brook Norton Cuffy, George Saville, and Obafemi. Now, George Saville, he's playing away at Scotland. I think that's a friendly. It might be a qualifier, actually. That game will be on BBC iPlayer, so you will get to see that. The others are on Viaplay, so that's how it goes. But yeah, on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.